Good evening and welcome to the 6th Annual Pioneers in Purpose Dinner. I'm Muhammed Chaudhry, the CEO of the Silicon Valley Education Foundation. This evening, we will celebrate education. This celebration will honor the work we've done and remind us of how much more that remains to do. You know, in business in Silicon Valley rejoices in its accomplishments, but is always seeking the next innovation, the next game changer to move us forward. And I want to tell all the business leaders in the room, the educators will be doing the same thing going forward as well. Without a doubt, it's a monumental task. We have 33 school districts in Santa Clara County. That's 13,000 teachers, 262,000 students, all in 400 schools. Our schools reflect our diversity, with 37% Hispanic, 26% Asian, and 24% white. And our school districts reflect the economic diversity of the Valley. This diversity provides students with a tremendous range of multicultural exposure, which leads to lots of knowledge and experience. But it also indicates the challenges that educators face in developing programs that benefit all students. Our goal is simple. We want to improve public education in Silicon Valley. California ranks 45th in math, 48th in science, and that sucks. You know, forgive me for being blunt, but we must reach higher. This is a critical time for our schools, and thank you for coming out tonight to be a part of the solution. Let me tell you what the Silicon Valley Education does. We want to make Silicon Valley the #1 region in the state in terms of % of our students that are prepared for college and careers. We expect all our students to complete the rigorous University of California coursework required to get into the UC system. We advocate for public education, organize stakeholders, distribute resources, and connect assets. I could talk to you about the challenges we face, but I prefer to speak with pride about our accomplishments. And there are accomplishments we can all be proud of. I will begin with LessonOpoly. And Randy and the team at Cisco, thank you for all the support you've brought over the years in building LessonOpoly from a thought to something that's out in the community today. Please join me in recognizing Cisco and Randy Pond. Randy, note I said continued support. So LessonOpoly, it's not a game. It's an open education resource for teachers. LessonOpoly was created and grows with input from teachers who use it. It provides easy-to-use tool for teachers to develop and share quality and relevant lesson plans that are tied to California state standards. So let me give you an example. In February, we helped bring math and science to life using the Winter Olympics in Vancouver as the vehicle. Victory in the Olympics is now as much about angles and aerodynamics as it is about the skill of the athlete. And as we all know, theory is one thing, seeing it in action is remarkably different. The collection of Science of the Olympic videos created by NBC, our partners who are here tonight, was made available to teachers through LessonOpoly, bringing the videos to students to hear from the athletes and scientists on how what they're doing has science in it, like centripetal force and rotational force. We created lesson plans and activities for each video in LessonOpoly to make it easy for teachers to reinforce the concept, and we had 20,000 teachers log on during the 2 weeks of the Winter Olympics to see this in action. But don't take my word for it. Check it out yourself tonight at LessonOpoly.org. Next, we are always looking for new input, new ideas, and new solutions. You can't be a thought leader without listening to a wide range of people and what they think. Education must continue to evolve, and we want to help lead the way in that evolution. Over the past 3 years, we've held more than 20 education forums. These are discussion panels where business and education participate because we know the best solutions comes through knowledge sharing and collaboration. Our past forums have focused on many topics, including in partnership with the Silicon Valley Community Foundation and Emmett Carson, their CEO, is with us tonight, a series on one of the most important ongoing issues in education, which is closing the achievement gap for all schools in Silicon Valley, and we're going to do that here first. And thank you, Emmett, for all your support in making that happen. And we've achieved great success with our program, Stepping Up to Algebra. While you will hear more about the program right after me, I want to tell you a story about Israel Ruvalcaba. English is a second language for Israel's family, and as you might expect, school has not been easy, especially in math. He didn't understand basic concepts, and his teachers didn't have the time to provide the individual help that he needed. So there's no surprise that Israel actually hated math and had no confidence in his ability to work through the problems. As last summer approached, he was dreaming of his summer vacation, and the last thing he had on his mind was to go take a summer class in algebra. But he did it. And that's where he met Ian McRae. Ian is a Stepping Up to Algebra teacher. Mr. McRae and Israel connected right away. And Mr. McRae provided him the special tutoring he needed to get ahead, not just at par. And then in our Stepping Up to Algebra program, they work in student teams, which gave Israel a support system of other students who help each other with the hardest problem. Israel's math phobia became a math success. And that's one indication of how successful programs in the school year come to a close. Israel is successfully completing algebra in the 8th grade this year. And this is a kid who was not going to take math in 8th grade, and Mr. McRae said that I can see this young man taking on any math challenge that comes his way in the future, including reaching calculus in high school, with a little help in the summer. Another program is our Teacher Innovation Grants. These are small grants to provide teachers with the resources they need to create new and exciting learning opportunities in their classroom. Over the past 3 years, we have given 586 grants for over $368,000. You know, a small amount of money can make a huge difference in a child's education. This past year alone, I'd like to tell you about 2 projects that did just that. One was we funded an art class at Prospect High School that brings math skills to life for art students by helping them calculate the amount of metal they need to develop metal casting projects. And they connect the dots, an artist learning math, not even knowing it. The second program we did was supporting 2 remote-controlled video cameras for a science class at Peterson Middle School in Santa Clara Unified School District. So now the whole districts can monitor a natural preserve through the school's website. Again, a simple $500 grant enabled all that. You know, what I've covered this evening is really only the tip of our iceberg of what we're doing to achieve our goal of improving public education in Silicon Valley. We live and work in an economic engine called Silicon Valley. To keep that engine running, we need the schools that educate our children and produce the innovation of the next generation. Thank you for coming out tonight, and thank you for being a part of that solution.